All right. I believe I'm live now. And so I'll get this started. I initially came up here just to start the stream at the top of the mountain, but I found this chest along the way, so here I am. All right, there's the stream elements message. Okay, so all I really wanted to do is get a nice view up here to start the stream. All right, so I left one commission for today. Okay, that was pretty quick. Alright, achievement get. Next I'll do a few, let's see, do a quick checkup. Alright, I think it is time to start stocking up on Mora and Heroes of Wits. So let's see here. First thing I'll do is gather some Mora. Okay. Alright. Alright, time to do day 2 of this challenge. And then after that, should be it for Genshin. Swirl causes an elemental blast. Seems like, yeah, I was very close, but not quite enough. So I guess I'll have to do it again. Oh, I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. This might end up the same as last time. I have a little bit more time now, though. Okay, just barely enough. Actually, pretty difficult. Okay, so I do need to use this last transient resin on something. So I'll head back to uh, one of the Morley lines. And I'll do I guess, two ley lines, one with a condensed and then one with original. I guess I'm also frozen. Okay, so time to pop this transient. And it's time to wrap up the day in Genshin. Trust rank 10 has been reached. So everything else will be extra at this point. Looks like I also have some indoor stuff. Okay, 16,000. And now it's time to get off of Genshin. Well, actually, guess I can show this. Some mail. This special event. I'm already done with this, but let's see. Okay, there was nothing new. So yeah, that is it for Genshin today. And let's see, I think this should be fine. I'll head over to studio mode just in case. All right, so it's time to see what I can do here. Um, so essentially, I plan to rebrand myself. There's multiple reasons for that. So the first one being that my current name doesn't really make any sense. It was created a while back. Um, I originally called myself, or basically used my real name for my username. You can probably tell it's Vincent. Um, and all I did was take out the I And so we have Vince without an I. Still pronounced the same way though. So most people um, who know me well refer to me as Vince GD. But if you are completely unfamiliar with my name, then you'd probably see my username and not know how to pronounce it, as I've experienced in the past. So this Vince GD username is something I want to change. So last year, I came up with a new name and started using it in a few places, but uh, never really had the motivation to go through the trouble of changing it everywhere. But since tomorrow is a special day, for me at least, uh, and also for this name, I believe now is a good time to transition over, put a bit more effort into it as well. And so the rest of this stream is going to basically be the preparation for that. So I'll now switch screens, but also use a new stinger that I made today. So here it is. This is my maybe work in progress, but the idea for my new logo and my new name associated with this logo. 7-Eleven, with no space actually. So the idea behind this if you go to the logo, 7-Eleven, that's tomorrow, at least in the US here, or rather in a few hours for me. So the significance of this day for me is that it's my birthday. So that's one of the reasons for this name. But another reason, um, instead of spelling it like 7-Eleven, of course that's just the numbers, 7-Eleven. So I needed a bit something that was a bit more unique to me. So we have Vin here as part of the name, which is my name, part of my name as well, Vincent. And then I made it so that I could turn it into a logo more easily, pretty much. So instead of an S at the front, I made it a Z so that I could have this sort of shape. And then 11 basically just took out the E from the 11. And this is what I came up with. I can also add a background here. Let's see, new layer. So you can see a bit more clearly. This part on the left is a 7. On the left we have the L for 11, as well as these two lines representing 11. And then together the entire thing is a Z, which is the Z, the Zevin part. So there's a lot more thought put into this name, a lot easier to pronounce. You can shorten it to Zevin, or Zev, maybe. So all in all, confident that this is at least a better name than what I have now. Um, and the logo is basically the same. I made it with like straight line geometry. I am kind of fond of my old logos, but you do have to move on at some point. They're not the best either, so I do like the geometry. We can see this is my old logo here. If I can pop it in here. So the old logo represents Vince GD by this V at the bottom here. The left half is G, second half is D. But the problem was the name itself, which is kind of a gibberish if you are probably looking at it for the first time. All right, so what will I do now? I'm thinking of maybe working on the stinger. Right now it's pretty basic. All it has so far is the logo itself, as well as two rectangles or solid colors. The logo grows and then shrinks, and the solid colors come in at an angle, and then move out in a linear fashion. Right now I'm in DaVinci Resolve, kind of, oh wait, I should, let's see, maybe this should be go in just chatting. Okay, change the stream category so it's not Genshin Impact anymore. So I have been learning a little bit of DaVinci Resolve. It does kind of suck that window capture doesn't show you everything that I want you to see. Like right now I'm in the file menu, but it's not appearing on stream. Just kind of want to hold off on doing desktop capture just in case, even though I don't really have anything to hide. But yeah. So one thing I want to look into is switching projects from this screen without having to exit out and then open DaVinci back up. Let's see. Actually, I think I'll start making a list of things that I want to make or get for the stream, since I'll be hopefully starting with this tomorrow. Maybe I don't actually want a smooth animation on the logo. Right now, what I have is fine for the most part. It's fairly simple. I put it together fairly quickly over the span of one day. Um, but yeah, I'll still put it onto my list of things to do. So stinger transition, polishing it. I also made a starting soon screen. So if I can figure out how to switch projects from here. Here it is. Oh, I guess you can also, wait, is this showing on stream? It's not. Okay. So I can just switch projects here. This is my starting soon screen. All I did was separate the logo, put starting soon in the middle here, and added a noise and contour effect in the background with a dark, deep blue, deep purple color. So that's that. Just an animated background, fairly simple. It does not even loop properly, so this is another thing to work on. And on a similar note, I probably want a stream ending screen as well, or stream ended. And let's see here. Those are probably the basics. Another thing I probably want would be some background music, as well as sound effects for each of these new screens. So you can see it's not a perfect loop. I have not quite figured out how to do that yet. So for now, this will have to do. A long-term goal for me would probably be setting up different kinds of overlays for each game. And then thinking about, you know, possibly a webcam, figuring out where to position that. So I'll put that on the list. So yeah, background music might actually be one of the first things I look for, since It definitely helps to fill in the fill in the emptiness of the stream. So that's one thing. Another thing I want to do is modify the skin I'm using in Osu. So I start using a different health bar. Guess I can do that now. So let's open up Osu. All right, new stinger is working nicely. So what I want to do is go to my skins folder. And take a look at, or I think duplicate my current skin. All I'll really be doing is changing the health bar. So I'll open that up if I can find it. Still looking for this health bar, or the, what is it called? Why can I not find this? Score bar background. I believe that's it. Alright, so let's head over to this scene again. So all I really want to do is change this logo to my new logo, and then this score bar color. So what I'll do, copy this over here, put it onto a new layer for now, scale it down. I somehow tilted the screen and caused quite a bit of lag. So let's see here, try to straighten it back up. Okay, let's see. That seems to be centered. I'll fill this with, okay, this is very laggy right now. Not quite sure why. Let's try to reset this to 360. Bring the size of this to 1. Okay, it's not straight. I'll try to fix that up. That might be it. Well, I think for now I will export this. Guess you cannot really see the screen, but that should be fine. Take one of these colors and do not color erase, but just replace that. See how this looks. So I think I need to restart the game in order for it to retrieve the skin. So I'll do that. For some reason, Osu takes a long time to capture, but now it's back. I can preview some gameplay. The logo is kind of out of place, but let's see here. Instead of the arrow, I'll just make it 45 degrees. So just erase this. And then this I will bring out like that. And maybe that's all I need to do. And then for the logo, I guess I will probably shrink it. Right now, yeah, shrinking it is probably the way to go. It does look kind of scuffed right now. I guess I can try to fix this up. I believe this is centered. I just need to fix up the straight lines. kinda wonder how other skins do it. So let's see here. This is, oh, where is it? Here it is. Open with GIMP. So this is the original skin. And all I did was remove everything pretty much and just pop in my own logo. So there's a lot of anti-aliasing going on here. I will probably need that as well. So in that case, maybe I'll just bring this back. And when I scale it down, I will try a different method. Is that a thing? To new layer, layer, scale, interpolation cubic. Oh, I need to scale it to 72. Move it up here. Let's see. It's a little bit blurry, but I think that makes it look better when zoomed out. So I'll try to go with this. Export it. And this health bar as well. And now I will restart Osu. Alright, now let's see how it looks. I think that looks better. It's pretty minimalistic, the way I like it. Has my logo. And a pretty noticeable color. I guess I could add some anti-aliasing on the edges of the score bar or the health bar. All right. I have not really explored skinning too much, just changing the health bar, or the score bar, I guess. Don't really have any plans to go further into it, but maybe I will. Alright. I can technically use Osu as a music player, but there might be copyrighted songs that I have. So, I mean, I guess I can figure that out when I play them on stream. Maybe that's not a risk I want to take though. Alright, I just need to check audio levels. I think this is fine. So one of the things that kind of made it, or gave me a reason to resist changing my name, is that in order to change my name in Osu, I have to buy supporter, and I generally do not like spending money on games. But uh, right now, it looks like I am committing to this. And I guess Osu is one of those games that makes it easier to get an overlay up and running because I already have the live PP counter and stuff, but there's a lot more I can do with it. If you've seen other Osu streamers and their overlays, so it's one consideration. Alright, so Okay, let's try putting this music in the background for now. And transition back to this screen. And I kind of want to figure out how to make this loop. So if you take a look at the ending here, you'll probably notice that it jumps back. And I want this to loop a bit more seamlessly. So right now, the problem is that the effects I have are not looping. And there doesn't really seem to be, like, if I select one of these, it doesn't really say anything about looping. It does have a discontinuous checkbox, but I don't think that really does anything. I also like this look better when it's unchecked. And what about the contours? Doesn't really seem to have anything here either. So let's see here. Okay, I'm going to be a little bit careful with this. I'll duplicate this timeline so that if I mess things up, it won't affect the original timeline that I already have. Like, I'm pretty satisfied with this look, just wanted to loop seamlessly. So the only way I've found so far to do that is to basically uh, duplicate the timeline and then blend between the transition points. But when I copy this, let's uh, paste it, it doesn't seem to put it onto the end here. Let's see. Maybe the timeline, if I can split it. And just have it a 15-second animation, then loop back. So I can take these, split them, take this, copy it, and paste it over here. And then in between these, add a transition maybe. Let's see. Feels like I'm missing a window or one of the, what is it? Media pool, effects library, that's it. So I want just a basic cross dissolve maybe. All right, let's preview this now. Just try to get this to load. Okay, does not really seem to be acting the way I want it to. Cross dissolve. some reason it looks like it's just cutting to solid color and then back. That is definitely not what I want. Like, this is what I'm expecting, just blending between the two scenes, or the clips. This clip is basically the same as this clip, but when it blends between them, it just goes to a black screen for some reason. That's what it looks like. So if I can add a different kind of transition, maybe. Oh wait, maybe I've got it wrong. Let's see. So, not exactly sure why it fades to black. It looks like it fades away right as the transition begins. But if I go to here, get rid of the transition, it still does the same thing. So maybe the transition is not the cause of this. It does not go to a black screen at the end of this one, though. Not really sure what's happening here. Alright, let's see here. So it's like this now. I will take these two, split them. And now take these two, copy and paste over here. And now it looks like that. Alright, now if I try to add a dissolve, why did it go on the bottom one is the question. So I probably want this dissolve to be longer. Still doesn't really look like it's doing any sort of dissolve. I could turn off the noise for now. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Um, okay, that looks like it's a problem. There's actually no contours. Okay, so for some reason, the second part. Oh, wait. Okay, I don't really get it. Why is there a brief flash of black screen? And then at the end as well. Wait. I'm still not sure why there's just a moment of black screen. Turn off the noise for now. Okay, that might work out. Set it to 1. Although now it's basically all solid color, it looks like. Alright, so maybe that is good enough for what I'm looking for. Copy it over, turn this noise back on. Oh wait, what? Okay, let me see about this noise. Let's try copying this one back here. Okay, that actually does not look too bad. And now I just want to blend at this part, make sure it blends well. So I'll go over here. Oh, for some reason, there's some extra parts. So let's see here. This one. Okay, I'm not exactly sure what's happening here, but it's slightly offset. Alright, let's see if I messed anything up. Seems to be fine. Although I cannot... Okay, there we go. Let's head over to this part and add a dissolve. Again, it goes on the bottom, even though I selected the noise gradient, so I'm not exactly sure about that. Maybe I can try like this. Okay, yeah, they're both cross dissolve. And I just need to wait for it to load. Or I can decide that it's good enough and just render it out. Okay, so let's try this. About a minute to render. So I'll hydrate. And one thing I should probably mention is that since I already made accounts for 7-Eleven, my new name and brand, I guess you could say, that means I will probably not be streaming on this channel anymore. Unless I want to, you know, change names for 7-Eleven account and then change the name of this channel to be 7-Eleven. That might be a bit more complicated, so I think I will probably be starting fresh on the new account. Alright, so that is rendered. We can take a look at this. Okay, for some reason, it's not showing up in studio mode. But maybe if I transition. Alright, yep, there it is. It looks like it blends pretty well. Oh, never mind. I just saw something not so good. Wait, I definitely should have noticed that before rendering it out. Alright, let's see what went wrong here. So all of a sudden it becomes this color. No idea. Style. Let's see here. So it looks like the noise just disappears and then comes back. Because the noise is what's giving it the purple color. What if I just, go to video, turn off the noise gradient. Maybe I'll just have to turn off the noise. I guess that's fine. So I'll mute this track and render this out. Alright, so it's about finished now. And let's test it out. So you can see the blend, but at least there is a blend and not just a sharp cut. Oh wait, is this? No, no. Um, hold up. Let's see. Do I need to reverse the clip somehow? Maybe I or did not think this through properly. So let's see here. So yes, this blends, but then when you reach the end of the clip, we have the same problem. So let's see here. I probably want to reverse the clip so that where it starts is actually where it ends now. So I'll look up how to do that. Okay, so one way is to change the clip speed, it looks like. Go to the Edit tab, change clip speed. I see duration. I'm not seeing speed. Maybe this is not considered a clip. Okay, I'm not seeing this for some reason. Edit tab. Change clip speed. Is it in here? It says go to Edit tab, drag video inside timeline, right click, and change clip speed. And then check reverse clip. Not quite seeing this. Not seeing anything about clip speed, reversing. Um, okay, I'll make another copy of this, because, well, actually I'll just keep messing around with it. Maybe I should change my category again, since I'm not exactly doing OC anymore. For now, just chatting is fine, I believe. Okay, maybe I need to... Oh, for now, I'll duplicate this. Go over here. Delete the video track, or the noise track. And take these, create a fusion clip maybe. Now take this and change the clip speed. No. Okay, I'll take these, fusion these, and then change the clip speed on these. Reverse. But where's the text? There is no text anymore. I'll just call this reversed. Clip speed. Reverse. Okay, let's see how this looks. Okay, I don't really know what's happening. Don't actually want it to reverse, because it looks kind of bad. Alright, I'll probably need to look up how to do a seamless loop again. Okay, so I think I get how to do it now. Go back to this timeline here. I still do not need this track anymore. So what I want to do is copy this and then shorten this. Okay, and then I will take this track, shorten it by dragging it to the left. Okay, so I take this, drag it down to like 5 seconds. Then take this clip, drag it out to 5 seconds. I'll reorder these. Okay, so now These are in line with each other, so that's like a seamless transition. And let's see, the next thing, I take this over here, bring this to the end, and transition between these two. Is this how you do it? Let's see. I don't even know what this top thing does, but let's see here. Okay, so I want it to be like this, I believe. And then I can actually do it a bit differently, so, or I can just copy this, paste it at the end. Let's see here. I have to wait for it to load. I think this is actually the desired result. So let's try rendering this out. All right, so it's complete. I'll now change the media for my starting soon screen. And let's see it in action. Okay, so it should loop back perfectly, and it does, actually. Okay, that was mission success. So, the next thing to do is create a stream over or end screen, maybe. And all I need to do for that would be go into GIMP. So let's head back. And let's take this. And all I need to do, change this text. So okay, that's a little bit large. So I'll shrink it down and use a grid to try to line this up. All right, so that's probably all I need. I'll save this as end the text, export it as well. Now head back to DaVinci. I think I can just drag this in, so it's in pictures, and that's it. So I'll rename this timeline to starting soon timeline. I also need to rename the project as well. Let's see, presets, no. General options. Maybe this is not the place to rename it. Okay, rename as start end screens. Okay, so I'll duplicate this timeline. I can get rid of this one. And this should be the copy, right? No, this one's the copy. End timeline. And all I need to do, I think, would be replace this text. Wrong one. And that's it. Fairly simple. So I can also render this out. Looks like I am dropping frames, so a little bit of a hiccup there. Not sure if it's related to starting the render job. Maybe not. It's probably just coincidence. I think what might be interesting is if I can make a stinger where the logo comes in, splits out, and then the separate parts stay in this position when I transition to these screens. That might be an interesting concept. All right, about 8 seconds left. Okay, so now I can make a new scene for this. We'll make a new media source. And since it is actually near the end of the stream, looks like a good time to use this and um, actually end the stream for real. All right. And if I do use Osu as my music player, I can actually add the now playing song to the screen. So that's another interesting idea. But anyways, this is the end of the stream. Tomorrow I will not be back, at least on this channel. I'll be streaming as Zeven11. This was a preview stream, kind of putting together some assets that I'll be using, showing off my new logo and brand stuff. So today marks the end of VinceGD. Maybe not completely. I might be around here and there as VinceGD. But for the most part, moving forward, starting on 7/11, July 11th, I'll be going under the name Zeven11. And so I hope to do some more stuff and basically not be embarrassed by my name anymore because, yeah, but that is all I have for today. Alright, see you next time. I'll let the song run until the end and end the stream then. So, later.